Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising people. I'm Adanina. Thank you so much for tuning in to Intuitive Talks, where I, your host, I intuit into it, you intuit into it, we all intuit into it, and I'm just connecting the dots while also just remembering memory. Today on this episode of Intuit, Today on this episode of Intuitive Talks, I'm going to be doing seasonal tarot readings in respect of the Leo season that is going on now. So without further ado, I want to say happy birthday to all Leos who are celebrating their birthday from the time of July 23, 2020 up until August 22, 2020. So I am doing reading for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising, as well as people who have their midheaven, Venus, Mars, Stellium, Wounded Chiron, and North Node in the lovely sign of Gemini. Please check out this reading even if you just feel it's important for you to check out the Gemini reading. However, it applies to you. Just check the reading out if you want to. Um, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising people, your reading is divided into about four sections for the Leo season, and that is your family area, career area, love area, and in general and in conclusion for the Leo season. So let us get started. So Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising people, um, for your family area, I think that you may not be doing things that you may not be riding around town like maybe how people expect you to do during this time. um Usually at a certain time, maybe in the morning or afternoon, but it doesn't matter what time it is. But in the morning time, people usually see you ride by, or you're walking around with your girlfriend or something like that. They don't see you anymore, and they just don't see that, okay, there's a certain girl that you hang out with, and they don't see you with her anymore. So it's kind of like, you know they're not seeing you riding around town with your bitch. You get what I'm saying? With your girlfriend. Um, they know that the woman that you were around was very high maintenance. So they're like, where did she go? What's going on? Like, is everything okay? I don't know. If you're a woman, the same thing. People are looking at you. They're wondering, where is this hair? Where is this rabbit? This hair like figure? Where is she? Where is she? You understand? They used to see you walking around the street, checking your nails, making sure you got your nails did and all that, making sure your hair is done with your beautiful antenna ears. You understand? They'll see you walking around with your man or something, and they know you're too cute and they don't want to approach you or whatever. You understand? Because number one, you got a man, and your man he's very showy, like he shows you around, but this time there's no sign of it. Or it's like maybe you have a friend, a brother, a friend, a brother who, he shows you around. He's kind of like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio type of dude, you understand, who when he's in love, everybody shows he's very obnoxious about it. If you're a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising man, especially, I think you're going to go through like public humiliation or something. And it's kind of like, absolutely, it's like it's kind of like an it's really meant to happen. You understand? Like how I said, an absolute necessity. like you're supposed to go through this. I want to say it's karmic, but I don't know if it is or if it isn't. Um, um, but pay attention to the first, fourth, or fifth of the month. You will probably be very, very embarrassed, even if it's a good person who is embarrassing you. Um, but I think this card just means, from what I remember, is that it means that you're going to commit an error. You're gonna make an error that will cause you to have an embarrassing situation. Um, and like a man or a woman, even if you're a woman, like if you're a Gemini, someone or rising woman, you may be part of the people who is gonna be embarrassing Gemini man. You understand, or just setting them up to be humiliated. And whatever is happening in your family area is gonna happen fast. Like you understand, kind of like you not being around your friend who is like a sister to you or something. You understand, or like in a humiliating, embarrassing situation on the first, fourth, or fifth, or 14th of the month of August. You may be throwing yourself out of a cult, especially if you're a woman and you're doing it fast. Whatever that is happening in your family area, it looks like it's gonna happen fast. It's gonna be like a flash of humiliation, or just like an incident where, or a time period which will be fast, where it's like, oh, you won't be hanging around with your woman, your lady. You won't be riding around town showing her off. You understand? And you won't be obnoxiously, or you won't be obnoxious. You understand? In trying to show off anybody, or even yourself, or showing off your ride, your sexy ride. You understand? Which is, in a figuratively speaking type of manner, as a woman or something. But it could be your car. You understand? You know, walking around, holding cup in your hand, drinking something, you know. Anyway, they're wondering, where is that high maintenance woman where's that chick that you always have by your side? Why is she not at your side? Why don't you guys hang out anymore? Maybe that's what the onlookers are looking at, looking at. You understand? So, like I said, you probably go through a weird, humiliating situation, but like I said, it's gonna be fast. And like I said, woman, there's the you guys are removing yourself from a certain occult, a certain cult, uh yeah, a certain cult society, or just a certain cult. And you start by changing your hair, kind of like there's this hairstyle that you work that looks like this, maybe. And what you do is you stop putting your hair in that type of a of a style. So that will be the signal that you are opting out, or that you are not going to continue to, you understand, to be in a group. That will be a way that you eject yourself. You will just be ejecting yourself away from a cult society or a cult group. Or, to be honest, the same thing will happen to a Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising man, where you'll be, a woman will probably eject you from a cult. You understand? But before you do that, you suffer humiliation. You understand? Career area, Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising man. You're removing the mask. It has not been easy. You're losing libido left and right. Like, you don't have any desire to have sex. I don't know why it's showing up in the work area, but um, you you may be going through an illness that is causing you kind of like erectile dysfunction, or for you not to be able to be aroused at all. You understand? I don't Once again, I don't understand why this is showing at the workplace. um yeah, before you even you have lustful desires, but even the women see you're not. This is like the Leo card and the Libra card. You understand? To me, oh, to me, you are not. You're lacking luster. You understand? Your hair, may need some life in it. You understand? You may need to start doing hair that is gold, golden, or blonde, like this color. You have to do hair that is in this color, so that if you wanna, you understand, get your lustful desires back on. You get what I'm saying? And who is saying that being lustful is good? You understand? It's said to not be good, but we're in Leo season, and I think a strong part of it is lustful desires. And if you cannot just be in that lustful desire, you understand, it may just make you look like a sexless human being. So, I mean, we're supposed to learn how to control our lustful desires, but you understand, for you not to have it, you understand, I think that's also a problem. But I mean, it's not a problem in a way where you're like harming anybody. It's just like, okay, why can't you feel like some lustful desires, right? So it's just because of there's a certain illness that probably needs to come out, that needs to be healed. You understand? And plus, you're removing your mask, so you know it's not a wonderful time. So for you to even feel like sexually aroused, you understand, when you're removing the mask, and or when you're letting out away demons. You understand? So you could be letting off. You understand? You could be. I don't know whether you're purposefully, kind of like, giving away of your lustful desires, like you don't want any of the lustful desires. But I think that it may have to do with something about your family area, meaning the occult society that you joined, and we just took away those um, you know um, lustful desires that you have, and that you just took away. Those are some of the repercussions that comes with you leaving the group, leaving the occult. You understand? You won't have any more sexual urges or sexual desires, or you would kind of like, you know go through a purge of, you understand, just feeling like you don't want to have sex, or just having no type of sexual desire, no type of libido at all. Once again, I don't know why this is showing at work. I don't know. Anyway, you may just lose the zest for work at the workplace, or you may just, you understand, like I said, if you're a Gemini, someone, or rising woman, you lack luster. You're not looking desirable. You understand? Like how you could look, or how you used to look, or how you could look, if I've not said that. Anywho, now let's go to your love life. Your love life, you have a woman here, if you're Gemini, someone, or rising man, who acts like an old woman. If you don't have this type of woman in your life, you have um, this is Gemini, someone, or rising woman, having like the positive traits of a Aquarius, someone, or rising woman. Sees the water bearer. So she she is probably staying by herself, watering her lake. You understand? Being an old woman, you understand, she's just like an old woman type of person. You understand, where she stays by herself. You understand? By her lake. You understand? By the lake, by her lake. You know, pouring water into herself, pouring water on her flower. Actually, just pouring water into her legs by the flowers. Um, yeah, I rarely see this card upright when I bring it out, so I'm glad that it's in the upright. So this could be your grandmother. You could be you could love the way your grandmom is doing things, or you could be so glad to be around your grandmother, or a woman who acts like a grandma, you know. Oh, this woman could wear a lot of what looks like a gold medal, or look, she may look like she's a medalist because she has a lot of bracelets and things on. So she's very spiritual and acts like an old woman. You see all those on her hand? These. Yeah. Um, there's an unforeseen circumstance coming in your love life, and that is just karmic. It may happen on the 5th, 3rd, 8th, or it could happen if, especially if you're 35 years old or 53, or it will happen when you're 53 or 35 years old. Also, for some Gemini men, or also on the flip side, Gemini man, you may have a high priestess, or a priestess like woman who is not really taking care of herself. She's not eating right, she's not being celibate like she's supposed to, she's being loose with her body, you understand. um and that could be also the flip side of Gemini sun moon or rising women. And it's kind of like, if you're a Gemini sun moon or rising man, you could be dating two different women, and they have two distinct personalities. Like one of them very old, like an old woman type of person, and she just acts like a old woman. Like she just, she pours water, she dresses in her robe, you understand. She may cover her hair with a scarf that is to be honest, it's almost like I'm colorblind. Orange or red and white, golden earrings, golden bagel. I say bagels. I keep saying bagels. Like bangles around, like golden bangles. Like, look, I'm not making this up. Look, if you see that, you know, and that's what I'm talking about. So she could be like a Gemini sun moon or rising woman. She could have her first house, especially in like a water sign. So this is one of this is one of cups. I don't know why I said it like that. One of cups. But when I saw this, before I even saw this, when I look at this to me, this to me looks like Aquarius. You understand? But this woman could very much well have her Aries in like 12th, 8th, or 4th house. And I don't know what the unforeseen event is. I don't know. It's kind of like I don't think that for Gemini men that it is like uncommon for them to have like two women. You understand? And it's sad how cheating is so normalized, but it's not really sad because everybody is different. You understand? It's like, you understand, I can stay here and be preaching to you and act like, okay, um, trying to act like, oh, I'm a perfect person. No, it's just that for men especially, like cheating is really really normalized. And I I think as far as astrology is concerned, like it's like with Gemini men, they expect you to cheat. Like I just hate it. It's so annoying. I feel it's so annoying, but you just have to. It's kind of like you didn't foresee having these two women. You understand? One who is like an old woman, one who is like a loose woman. You know, one who you're not gonna have sex with no matter what you do, and one where mm, she may not eat right, or she may be telling all her secrets, um which is not attractive for her to do. You understand? Telling all her secrets, or telling everybody's business, or telling all her business out. You understand? Somebody who is not chaste. You understand? Somebody who is just out there, who is just, instead of remaining a secret, they are not. You understand? Um, like I said, some Gemini women may be acting like this old woman right here, this water sign. Actually, to if I read it word for word, this is a water sign. So she could be acting like a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person. This old woman, or she could be acting really really unstable with her behavior. Meaning, a high priestess who is not acting like a priestess. Um, yeah, you're in the middle of something where you're like, okay, I didn't foresee this coming. If you're a man, especially, like, what do I do with this? What do I do with this? It's kind of like, okay, with this woman, maybe I get to have sex, or with this woman, I get to have sex, but then this and that. You're just comparing the qualities. You understand? I think. I mean, you're supposed to be with one person. We know that you have dual personalities, but at the same time, you're still supposed to just love one person. I mean, if you're going to be exclusive with somebody, you definitely never need to cheat. You definitely cannot cheat. You understand? That's the norm. You understand? But you make it the norm to go against that. Like, you can't be you can't be eating from everywhere and think it's okay. But that's besides the point. um in general and in conclusion, um Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Man, you're not really doing your rituals that you're supposed to do. Maybe there is a certain woman or certain women that you're supposed to sleep with. And I know I'm contradicting myself, but I have to read the cards how I'm seeing it. And believe it or not, life is a very funny thing. Like, we can say everything bad or under the sun, but still there is good. Or we could say everything good under the sun, but still there is bad. You understand? So it's whatever, right? You understand? Okay, let me show you. Cause look, you could have like Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or especially like maybe like Scorpio, and or you could also have Capricorn because of the horns in your chart. You're not doing specific rituals that you're supposed to do. um I don't know, and I think it involves sex. You know, mm, I don't know. you're probably having discussion with people at the wrong time. You talk to them when they're sleeping, or you talk to them when they cannot hear you. So bad communication, or you don't even know how to talk out words. You keep everything to yourself, and when you talk, it's like you're scared to even relate to people, especially if you're a man. But I think it's if you're a woman too, and that's if you're extremely reserved, or during this time you're feeling extremely reserved, that when you talk, nobody is going to hear you because yeah, you're talking. You may be the type of person that is, I don't know, you're talking under your breath, or and you're so used to it, but it's a bad habit. And you know, when you're trying to talk, nobody even gives a fuck about what you're saying, because they're like, okay, he's not even gonna enunciate his words anyway. We won't give a fuck about this motherfucker trying to say anything that he's going to say, because he's not even going to enunciate his words. He's not gonna even finish saying what he's supposed to say. He's gonna do something like that. You're so used to that. It's very bad. I think it's very bad. I mean, whether it is or it isn't, I think it's very bad. And we're in Leo season where you must speak clearly. You understand? You must speak eloquently. Like all this little cussing that I did that I had no business saying, it doesn't sound right, right? Because I don't talk like that on a regular basis. I don't talk like that on a regular basis. I try to sound as proper as I can, and I follow that same momentum. You understand? I don't just say, oh, you know, come on now. You're losing some wealth that is supposed to be for you. You understand? Whether you're making money or not, you are losing money. And I'm not saying that you don't have any money. It's just that you're losing some coins that is supposed to be coming to you, I think. But you're just losing coins. So I don't know if it's supposed to come to you or not. So that is what I see in this reading. I think it's mostly men. You understand? I think the women, they are the way they are, and that's okay. You understand? Men too, I just feel like, okay, you don't need to lose money too. If anything is happening, you don't really need to lose money. But that is your reading. I think that yeah. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't have to say. I said, you see what I did now? It's not good. You understand? The Leo don't appreciate it. Finish saying what you're saying. Say everything. Be bold. Say everything. Don't be talking like, okay, you're trying to hide something when everyone knows that you're hiding something. So don't and people don't understand what you're saying, and then you're talking low, or you keep doing it because you think that you get away with it. But okay, that's all I have for your reading. Thank you so much for tuning into Intuitive Talks. um I am Adanina. I just intuited into it, and with Intuitive Talks, I connected the dots while also just remembering memory. Um, Please do enjoy the Gemini season. I mean, the Leo season, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising people, and yeah. Take care, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy Leo season.